Talk. I am your host, Michelle. We are back for, season 2, episode 12 or 13? 13? Dang! I don't think y'all understand how many episodes we were really doing, but we're moving. Season 2. Whenever season 2 ends, y'all gonna have to talk to me differently. I'm gonna just let y'all know that now. Season 3 is gonna be a whole nother monster, whole nother ball game. So if you didn't get to catch us this time around, I am so sorry. But try and catch us while you can. I don't know. Before I jump into my topics, I like to talk to my guests. How was y'all's week so far? I know it's only hump day. It is. Doesn't it feel like a Thursday?
It does. Or a Friday.
I thought I was tripping. Yeah. It feels like it's been a long week, y'all. I don't think y'all understand. They keep saying that it's gonna rain. I ain't seen no rain.
It's a little humid out there, though.
It is humid. You can tell it's coming.
It's not. They're like, it's gonna rain next week.
I thought it was gonna rain early when I got the show.
It keep looking like it's about to rain.
They keep saying it's gonna rain. The percentages are there,
But you never know though.
but this precipitation is not there. Okay, and you said that. So I was supposed to be having a little launch party because I'm reopening up my brand. Shout out to New Wave. But I canceled it because I'm like, it's supposed to be storming this weekend and nobody's gonna come out in the rain.
What I say.
That's what I was saying, but I would rather be safe than sorry.
You gotta unfortunately, you gotta plan for it, but.
Because if I have an event on Saturday and no one shows up, the heartbreak, the agony. Next Friday. The people have been saying as long as there's alcohol, people are gonna be there for show.
They really will. They pull up for free.
They do. But make sure y'all pulling up to buy shorts too.
Don't pull it.
You know, it's a Friday, it's a payday. So anyways, let's get into the topics. My first question, what was the worst job y'all ever had? What was the worst job y'all ever had?
I didn't have a lot. I didn't work for this place.
Hold on, he said he had a bad, what's your bad job? Dang, it's pretty bad. He said cleaning the bathroom. Right.
Listen, I've had a couple.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had some experiences.
I think my worst one, which was my first one, was working at Sonic. They were only paying $3.13 an hour.
Like a service.
Yes, and they had to put me on skates, and I hid in the bathroom because I didn't want to skate. I mean, yeah, but on pavement is different because it's cracks in the concrete, it's rocks on the ground, it's dangerous. Customers are heckling you. It was scary.
But you survived.
I did. I made it.
Okay.
Your Sonic stage sounds scary.
Yeah.
I've had 2 jobs.
You've had cute
I
jobs?
cannot even tell you.
What? What's one of them?
My cutest job was when I worked at the mall. I worked at
That's fun. Right.
Yeah, I worked there for 21. This girl said something inappropriate, but I almost got fired. So,
Right. Watch your mouth. That's one thing about working in customer service. Somebody's gonna talk to you crazy, and that's what I don't like. That's what I've done. That's why I'm trying to branch away from the customer service industry. Like my real-time job is in customer service, and I get so tired of people talking crazy to me. So I just be talking back crazy. I was about to say, not me, because I talk crazy throughout the week on a Monday at 9 a.m. And I will hang up on customers too. I'm not one of them people, so don't call me acting crazy because I will hang up on you. And then if you call me back, it's my direct line, so I'm gonna decline it. Have a great day.
I used to disconnect that phone.
That's the best way to do it, to say internet connection.
Big calls, so then they really big call drop.
Mid-sentence, your voice is too loud. I don't like your tone of voice. We're gonna have to try this again. Okay? My next topic, are teachers wrong for defending themselves against students? Have y'all been seeing these videos about these kids fighting teachers?
I think that people need to get their kids in work.
I think so too.
Absolutely not. You can never I feel like you should never put your hands on a person anyway. And so, especially a teacher that you see all the time.
Especially your teacher.
Thank you.
This person is here to protect y'all and teach y'all.
And they getting shot now too.
They getting shut
On
up.
the front line. It's not worth
Y'all don't even pay us enough. The kids are extremely different. The way that The way that they act towards adults, the way that they act in general, it's just completely different.
Like, I could never.
It's like, what's a kid these days? Like, it's like after his age, they're not kids no more. They go straight into teenage, like mini adults or something. It's kind of scary.
My worst two things in life are walking past a group of kids or me.
Yes,
I'm just gonna try.
both are equally scary. A group of kids and a group of men. Because you can get hurt by both. You can get hurt by both. They're ruthless. They don't care what they say about you. They don't care if you hear it. They gonna tell you what they not gonna do and what you're about to do. I'm like, who are you talking to? And they'll, you. Take it back. Who are you talking to? No, I don't think that teachers are wrong for defending themselves against students, because I think the problem starts at home. You need to have a different type of conversation with the kids before you send them out into the world like that, because there are adults who will get with your child and you can't feel a way about that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody how to defend themselves against your scary child. Take care of y'all kids before the world take care of them. That's not even a warning or a threat. That's just like be privy of that. Because you know how it can get for adults out here. So, But my last topic is, what is something you wish you knew about adulthood before you became an adult? Yeah.
Get the sugar daddy ASAP.
Why is we thinking
Don't waste
about
any time.
Don't waste any
Somebody,
time.
Jump on it. Don't, like, 17th birthday party is not even a birthday party. It's like a preliminary conversation about how you respond to life.
Absolutely.
No tacos in a small
Let's
size.
talk about
And then
this.
watch.
Right.
I would feel like
Ugh.
the progress, like people always put labels or titles on certain things.
That's important.
What
Mm-hmm.
in your life, you
Yeah.
know, you get around while you're trying to accomplish this by a certain thing. Like, it's cool to have goals, of course.
Yeah.
But also be realistic.
That's so true. I feel like, especially in our 20s, a lot of people have this misconception that you need to have X, Y, Z before you hit 25 or like a certain mile. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not it. Because if we're being realistic about life, at 20, you've only been alive for 2 decades. The first decade, you were with your parents. You know what I'm saying? So this whole 10 years of your 20s, you're literally figuring it out of how to be an adult. Make the mistakes while you can. That's so... Get the time limit off of it. And here I am in my old tender age about to jump out of my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have known ahead of time. Like, it's not a race. Have fun. Have more fun than you think that you should.
That, and also learn more about finance.
Preach, preacher.
It's like, people just keep running through and doing certain things, and it's okay to do that. Treat yourself. But also learn about things.
That's true.
That you could create generational wealth.
And even if it's not for the generation, to work for yourself.
Yes.
I can definitely say I was spitting frivolously in my
As
20s.
you should have been.
As I still should be.
Okay.
But it's like my pockets are not agreeing, which is why I'm like, you cannot continue to act the way that you have been. It was financially irresponsible, and look at yourself now.
At least
But
you
it's
Ugh,
also like a
yes.
mindset. Support your habits. If you can't, you gotta stop.
And that's all I be trying to do is just support the habits.
But I feel like you are probably not in a situation where like you're asked out or so like for me, my bills are always gonna come first. But I'm gonna overspend.
Okay.
It's just inevitable, but I'm gonna make the money right there.
I'm gonna overspend. That's just the thing of it. And it's not about me spending wisely. It's just that I need to make more money.
Hello.
Because if I made it, you know what I'm saying? Or so exactly, somebody was paying, giving me these things that I need. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to ask you to send me money for my nails. You know that I need my nails done every, just send it.
Just push the button.
Just send it.
Don't even shake my hand. Don't tell me nothing about how good I look about it.
Don't even open your mouth. You need to pay me first. I saw this lady, she was on the internet and she was like a dominatrix type gal, and she had a little slave with her, and she said she's doing it for reparations. Shout out to the reparations. But she said they can't even talk to her unless they send her $50 first. And I'm like, that's the type of life that I
I feel
need.
like I know exactly what we're doing.
I saw it on TikTok. And I was like, I support her. Yes.
I had him on the
She did, and he was on his hands and knees.
Y'all might be happy.
Yeah. I need to get a dominatrix on the show. We need to learn how to get into the business. I would love to spank a nigga for money.
I got some really rich,
Oh, you got some good?
some really rich female clients, and it's really, I'm telling you, the secrets really are like keeping your expectations in place.
Ooh.
Like shit.
Mm.
You know certain things. Like for me, do something like this in the car. I get to the conversation like, nope. You say something I don't like, that's not along, this is along with my morals. You know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
Immediately no.
Because there's no point in wasting your time.
You're
You wanna make sure
right.
You can talk about you want, but it's not gonna get fun.
That's the
Ooh.
thing too, is like, why would you waste your own time? I'm not gonna unearth some potential for you. I'm gonna
Right.
say what I mentioned before, because the job is not gonna hire you without those type of requirements. Like they're not gonna hire you.
And then it's like, I hear you, but I'm not listening.
You're not showing me nothing. You're really just talking a lot. That's why I got a nigga on block right now because of all the talking he was doing. Get out my face with all that talking.
Keep them right there.
And I don't care if you try and call me. Find a different way to contact me. My favorite method is the Cash App.
One time I made my cousin block this boy, and the boy found him on LinkedIn. And I said, this.
Okay, and I need that.
He said, I tried to visit you. Die.
Honestly, I'm like, you ain't tried to reach out to me, and if you have, I can't see it. You ain't leave no note at my door. You know what I'm saying? You ain't do no pull up. You know where I work. You know all of these ways to get in contact with me, but you're not because you don't want to. And therefore, you know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna try to make me feel like I'm difficult.
No.
Because I'm not. I didn't even ask you for much.
Because there's somebody out there that's going to ask you for more than what I'm even asking you for. It's no question. But if it comes to do what I'm asking for, because you cannot spend the block and be handed.
You're not gonna, especially with this hot girl summer that's approaching me. There's no spinning the block. You're done.
It's definitely not empty-handed. I'm gonna put this-
Empty-handed is the key.
Instructions, so the block is not closed off. You're not getting what you do,
Mm.
and you don't have an
Where's your key? You don't live on property.
At that point, I don't even care if you got stuff in your hands. Bye.
But if it is something that I want, I will take it. I will take it. It's reparations. Just leave it at the door. Well, those are our topics for episode 12. 13. Why do I keep saying 12? I keep trying to go backwards. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for our next guest. You'll see who it is. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. We have our guest. We've got Mikey. Hey, Michael, how you doing today? I'm good. Now, whenever I ask people, how are you doing? How are you really doing? Are you like content? Are you feeling anxious? How you feeling?
So right now, I'm feeling incredible because I was actually able to get up and do a workout before the day got started.
Yes, workout.
And I took a nap.
Naps are so crucial.
They are a pivotal part of the relationship I have with myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I'm so jealous of you. Sometimes I'll try and sneak a nap in like on my lunch. But it's like I need my hour to just scroll on TikTok sometimes, you know, so I don't always get my nap in. I do, but then I feel like I'm cheating.
No. You know, naps honestly are better taken in smaller.
I heard that. I
So take your
heard.
little small one. You'll be
A
good.
little siesta.
Because I'm trifling. So my nap, I do them where if I know I oversleep, I'm still good.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a
it
built-in.
was like 2:30, then I woke up a little early and I just switched to sit down on TikTok.
Okay. TikTok is such an addictive app. Sick of it.
It's, you know what it is? It's the instant gratification.
It is.
You scroll.
It is because as soon as you scroll, you're like, okay, well, wait. Whenever I get done with this one, I'll get off.
I never do that. I just let myself fall asleep.
Really?
I just go.
That's dangerous
And I wake up
behavior.
and I'll be like, who is that talking? Because I live alone. I'm like, oh, that's my phone.
That is dangerous.
That's what mama do.
She just did that.
And I think that she does, and I bless her, girl, what you doing?
That's my mama too. I'm like, Mom, you gotta stay off
Oh,
TikTok.
she just fall asleep with it on?
My mama is like on 24/7. She get mad if you don't respond to all her videos. I'm like, Mama, we at work. We at work, Mom.
Wow.
We're at work. Anyways, I want to let y'all know now, don't request me to be on the couch. This is the only time we will ever be on the couch together, or I will be on the couch with
You know,
somebody.
she's actually doing this right, guys. I'm going to tell them the truth.
Oh, go ahead, tell the
She's doing
truth.
this because it's Beyonce Day. Today's the first day of Beyonce's tour, so she's doing this because about her Beyonce. It's all about closeness. So, that's what we're doing.
It's just for the queen, guys. But let's get into it.
Okay.
So you're a makeup artist.
Yes.
How long have you been doing makeup?
Oh my God. The reason why this interview is so crazy.
Yes.
Is the house that I grew up in is literally across the street.
Oh.
So I started makeup 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was way before makeup was like popular.
Mm-hmm.
My mama was like, stay out of my stuff. So I would always like sneak into her stuff. She's really fabulous. I consider her to be like a mixture of like Sherry Shepherd and Belle mixed together.
That's one hell of a lady.
So she's a mixture of those two. She was always going. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of got me interested. American Next Top Model, What Not to Wear, tons of those shows. It kind of made me realize there's a possibility. But I also feel like it was my purpose because when I look at like what's coming out of what I'm doing, I realize like everything is so divinely set up. So yeah, 14 years, 7 unprofessional, 7 professional.
Ooh. Now, we were talking a little bit off camera about a few of the jobs that we've had. You mentioned that you've worked at Mac.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go for you?
I made history, I feel like, because I was like the first
Cool, history.
Black man
Mm-hmm.
to ever work at the store. So that was really fun, a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
2.5 years. You learn a lot. I think anybody who wants to do entrepreneurship should either have an opportunity to work with other entrepreneurs or to work retail. Because that customer service is something you can't learn by always being your own.
That's so true. That retail customer service experience
It teaches you.
it does. What is the biggest thing that you've learned from it?
That there is a language to working with people. Like there's a way that you can like interact with people that makes them comfortable. And then some people just don't want to be bothered when they shop.
That's true.
They just don't. So it's like kind of in life, like some people like doing their own thing.
Yeah, that's true. How can you tell when somebody don't want to be bothered? Is it the body language or is
It
it
is
just
body language.
them?
They're
Yeah.
like, get on. And I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm that person. No, I don't need help. If you be rude, I'm not gonna shop. And I got money, so I'm gonna shop. And if you be weird, I'm gonna like something up before I leave.
And you're gonna have to pick it up.
Because I don't work.
And it's funny. I'm one of those people who are like, no, I don't need any help. But then I'll be in there. I'm like, can I get somebody to help me?
The first person that usually asks me for help, unless they're like a black person, I usually say no. Because I feel like the person is asking me if they white, they just ask me because they think I'm a thief.
Right.
Until you know if you white. So I'm gonna look for the black person to help me, and then they're gonna help me. I'm gonna have a better experience. No, I don't want your help, Megan.
No, thank you. But I can ask her, please.
Hi.
That's how I am at Ulta. I'm like, I don't feel like none of y'all know what y'all are talking about in here, so I'm just leaving.
In most cases, they don't.
In a lot of cases, they don't. And I'll tell you, like, so you did my makeup for a friend's wedding in 2018, and
That's my favorite. Thank you.
I've only had my makeup done literally a handful of times, and I think less than 5. But yours was like one of the only times that I liked it.
I could be, but
It was
I don't
really
like
so
that.
pretty, and I couldn't stay at the camera, and I never thought that I would like that
This
because
is why we need to be sitting on the couch together.
any other time I'd be feeling like they had me looking like a drag queen.
So when was the wedding though?
2018
So that was
in July.
right before COVID came in.
2018, yeah, they about to be married for 5 years. But yes, you did everybody's makeup. It was real cute. We had on these pink robes. It was a moment.
I'm gonna go back in my phone and look for 2018.
It was a moment, yes. But how is it that you're able to cater a specific look to individual faces? You know what I'm saying?
It's the working at retail because when you work at Mac, what makes them different than any other retailer is that they make you responsible for applications. So like whereas at Ulta, you're only focused on sales. We don't have
That
to
makes
necessarily
sense.
But with Mac, it's like you have somebody that only wants to come to get their eyes done. I don't offer that service, so please don't have. But people are like, I want my eyes done. And so you kind of learn how to downplay certain stuff, and then you learn how people really operate, sometimes based on their clothes, sometimes based on the things they normally wear. And so you can kind of compartmentalize personality types based on that. So you learn how to like create specific looks for specific things.
Yes. Was there ever a time where you did a look and it was like, on second hand, let me start over?
Yes, but now this has been so long, I can take my time, and I have signature looks that I do. There have been times.
It happens, guys.
People don't like that, but the internet puts that pressure on you because
That's
you feel like you gotta get
true.
this bomb look, and I'm like, y'all, I didn't used to have that pressure. I just used to be able to mess up. And
Yeah. But now, because you're a professional, you're like a household name. You're like the go-to person as far as weddings and things like that. What's the largest wedding party you've ever done?
I always tell this story because this was the moment that I knew that this is my purpose.
Ooh.
I had gone to Atlanta to do this girl's wedding, and she was marrying this NFL player. Huge wedding. So in my mind, when she flew me to Atlanta, in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go here. It's gonna be great. Me and my friends are out to eat. So I'm text her and I'm like, hey girl, I'm excited to see you. What's the address to the church? I put the address in. The address is 5 hours away from where I am.
Okay.
My best friend at the time, shout out to him, we're no longer friends, but he was really a trooper for this.
Mm-hmm.
So he drove us the 5 hours. There are 13 people that need makeup done, and I am doing it on my own. I had a cup of coffee, a Red Bull, and a water, and I was just cycling through that, picking in faces, and the makeup was bomb.
Yes.
By the time I got through, I was halfway through.
Exhausted.
But that was like young mind. Like, I think I was like 25, 26. Never again. The way my back is set up,
Really?
I was snapping hair.
Never again, as far as like you doing it by yourself, or you're gonna like get some do you have an assistant?
I have, at this point, Makisha, Jalissa, Nick, and my actual like assistant.
Okay.
Sometimes I bring in another girl, Tori. I bring in the people. I pay the people.
Yes, and talk about how important that is, because a lot of people would just rather carry it on their back.
No.
What's the purpose?
No. And then also too, one of the things that people have to realize is like, when you set yourself up to get a certain number, as far as like your payment, you have the opportunity to bless other people. So
That's
not
true.
only am I able to pay them, I'm not paying them crazy. I'm paying them something, but I'm also setting them up to make more relationships with other clients.
That's true.
So you kind of gotta stop being greedy. And I think a lot of times, especially in our city, people are not as open to work with people if they don't have like full control. I would say they're assisting me, they're not my assistants. So I let them come in here.
I like the wording of it, and I like how you put it. A lot of people in the city feel like if it's not all about them, there's no opportunity about it. That's not it. Collaborate with people, because you open yourself up to so many more opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
It's scary because we can be selfish. I can see how a person could feel like if they give one person something, but I also feel like too, what's meant for you will never pass you by.
That's true.
And what's for you is not like set up to be this thing where it's like all these opposites. But stuff is just supposed to be easier than that.
I agree.
It's easy.
I agree. And if it's too difficult, it's not meant for me. If I'm doing too much struggling.
Yeah. You know that meme where that boy, like, he goes like this, he just disappears?
Yes. I'm out immediately. This doesn't suit me. I'm not cool with it. A lot of people say you get your most growth from discomfortability, which, you know, that's true in a sense. But if I'm just bumping I'm out.
But I gotta move on. But I know what you're saying, though. Sometimes that discomfort, you do get head on. Can teach you, but I think it's like, what does it look like when I'm uncomfortable? Am I comfortable?
We're speaking words here, y'all. I hope y'all are tapped in. Do you offer like one-on-one classes to people?
So again, to give more context back to that thing. So Mac used to do this thing, and it was called show and teach. You have to like give the customer the mirror. So what it taught me too is like that women need to be able to have a skill set in order to make themselves more viable for the job market. Because sometimes having that face, and having that hair, having that outfit makes you more viable for their workspace. And so,
That's true.
I love teaching women because I think it's important. I do not like when guys are like, I want a girl who's natural voice.
Shut up.
Because when you really get an understanding of like what that means for women, it's a rite of passage. And it's something that gives them access to certain spaces. Because any client that I work with now that are more, on the 6-figure earners, those women are not afraid of makeup.
Right.
They wear the makeup, they wear the wig, they do all those things, and they have men that accept it. And so for me, I often think that it's a sign of insecurity for a man to be like, oh, I'm a girl that wears makeup. I'm like, so I don't want a boyfriend that has a haircut. Or I don't want a boyfriend that wears shades. It's like that's a part of who you are as an experience.
Right. It's just a little peek, you know.
I do that, but I do feel like again, it's just a piece of giving people that confidence that they need to be.
I need to take a class. It's like, I don't know if I want to start venturing into makeup, or do I want to stay on my Alicia Keys, because she swore that she wasn't gonna wear makeup no more. She started getting back into it.
I can see you with something like soft, like a tinted moisturizer, cream product. It don't have to be, because I feel like now the makeup is so like one size fits all as far as like super glam.
It'd be too much.
Who's like Alicia Keys? She's more natural. It's kind of like where's the makeup at? So I tell people, do you?
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to know that, you don't. Even though I do makeup, I don't wear no makeup unless I'm really doing something important. But most times, you don't get this texture.
Y'all just gonna get me looking like this, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't care up until it's time for me to have to. Because I feel like with bigger production, like they said, I was gonna be drowning out. They was gonna have me looking light skinned like D. Right. That's how bright the light is about to be. Now, we're gonna do like a little transition on every episode. I don't know if you've seen it, but we like to play a game. We like to play a little game. It's called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? All right, our first question. And these are easy.
Okay.
I said it every time, but these are real easy. These are real easy. Okay. How many syllables are in Mississippi?
Oh, do I gotta count the?
You can.
Oh, hold on. Is it 6 or 7?
You can ask your audience for help if you need to.
Audience is 7.
2.
It is 4.
What?
Mississippi.
Oh. Yeah.
And I saw you over there applauding.
You hear me? I'm thinking of down in the valley.
I'm thinking about, I was like each letter, but I'm like, no. This is how you know I'll be beating in faces. I gotta get beat the books.
Beat the book.
This is embarrassing.
You should have an event called Beat the Books.
But we're gonna read.
We need to collab on that.
I'm
It's
ready.
like reading and reading. You're about to get ready.
If you
Beat
can't
the
read.
books.
Now, when it comes to reading, I can read, but baby, that syllable stuff.
We're gonna talk okay.
I'm about to go
like
ahead
Beat the Books.
and roll.
Okay. The next one, true or false?
Okay.
Kangaroos are marsupials.
Hold on. You said
I
3
got some work.
I'm trying to think because I'm thinking to myself, I know that like they're not a mammal.
True or false? Are they marsupials?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna say true.
Yes.
It is true. It
What
is
makes
true.
them a marsupial though?
Is it their pouch? No, because only the females
Why you
have
keep trying
pouches.
to leave us? You're supposed to be a part of the audience. Is it the apple?
You're back there trying to work.
Are you working?
I was just transferring some footage to make sure I had space on my memory card for y'all.
Okay.
I'm not trying to peek. Hold on.
The next one, right, trying to cheat. What day is President's Day?
Ooh. The only time I see
January.
presidents is when I check my wallet.
Is
Is it January the 5th?
Mm-mm.
It's not
Ain't
January.
it January?
It's
Yeah,
February.
man, it's
It's February something.
February.
I don't know President's Day was.
19.
It is the 19th.
It's a part of Black History Month. We've been robbed.
Isn't that crazy? We
Wow,
can't
we
even
can't
have
get
a full
nothing.
month to
We can't
ourselves.
even get our own month.
We already
That's
got
why I didn't know.
Valentine's Day and
Maybe it
President's.
just represents the ones that was down for culture.
Wow. Or
What, Obama and Kennedy?
That's it.
There was only 2 presidents. Oh, and what's his name? Who didn't have the sexual relations? What's his name?
Bill Clinton.
Clinton.
We didn't have sex.
We got the top 3, right? But he did. Okay, my very last one.
Okay.
What are the 3 types of rock?
Granite.
You know,
Lava walk.
no, but that is a rock.
Oh, is it?
The lava rock. It's not one of these 3, but that's a different type of rock.
I'm about to embarrass myself because I was gonna say like stone, like granite.
No. So you're not about to embarrass. Those are different types of stones. So whenever they're asking, because I don't even know how to like classify. It's like a different type of classification of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like
We can get this wrong. I'm willing to pull out my
we
phone.
can get this one wrong, but I can say it. It's y'all want me to say it?
Yeah.
Sedimentary, metamorphic, and
I ain't heard
Are
that.
you?
Ingenious.
I heard that since like.
I'm embarrassed.
Fifth
This is my
graders.
sign.
That's useless information. You don't never.
If
No,
you're
we
watching
don't,
this
unless
video
you're a
now,
geologist.
that means it's time for us to go back to school, guys. Because I didn't know any of these courses. I am embarrassed.
We're gonna have a back to school event called Beat the Books.
Beat the books with Mikey and Michelle, period.
Cause you know I got
Yeah.
kiddie pool and I usually do like a back to school event every year anyways, and I think that's super
I'm there,
cute.
and I got some pictures we can use for the advertisement for my picture. Just some books in my hand.
Yes, so let's go ahead and get back into it. I saw that you did a collaboration with Miss Mariah.
Oh my God. I love her
Let's
so much.
talk about that. I think y'all look so cute, first of all. And I saw that y'all did a photo shoot. What is it that y'all are doing?
So on the side, Mariah and I started to do this thing where we would like bring clients in and do like branding pictures for them. This was birthed out of it for me from a need that my clients had when I was talking to them about their content creation. Because for me, 90% of my income comes from the people that see my videos and book services. So I realized that there's a relationship that happens when it comes to content that people are not necessarily like comfortable with. So for me, like putting the camera on and me talking, it's like talking to myself because I do it every day. And so we decided to team up, and she would do the photography, I would do the makeup, and then we would do kind of like a content outline for people. So the original version was just us doing the pictures and kind of like talking to them about their content. But then I got on TikTok and I was like, I really think I know what I'm doing, because every video just kept hitting. And I was like, damn, I really know what I'm doing. So I started consulting on the side with my clients, and I was like, we should do this again, but I want to do like consulting with them because I feel like people need to kind of expand their perception of like how they see their brands. And so we started to do it, and it took off crazy. Like the first round, we would book like every month. And so we separated and did it together, but then we're coming back again to do it again for, I think, like the 9th time.
Oh, for the nighttime?
9th
Time. Dang, they're moving numbers. What is the biggest misconception that you guys hear whenever clients come to y'all about needing those types of services?
People feel like that they can exist in those spaces without it, but in reality, if you're not online and you don't have a consistent relationship with your viewer, it's almost like, think of it this way. Talking to a guy, you think he's cute, but you kind of hear from him whenever he want to hear from you or whenever he want to talk. And it's just like that. And so there's this thing I call continual conversation that has to happen, because people sometimes have to see things like 14 times in order to buy. And so people are often like, oh, I got a business. And I'm like, but you don't make no money. Like,
They talking to me.
but no, but the thing is, from
It's true. I know what I'm getting. I'm like, I'm listening.
because the reality for me is like, I've been an entrepreneur for about 14 years, like I was saying, but the 7 of them, the first few of them was literally because I wasn't aware of the fact that like you got to show up every single day, and you cannot be afraid or hyper aware of like how you see yourself, because what you're bringing is a gift to share with other people. So those videos that I do, these videos are like 14,000 views or 40,000 views. I understand who I'm talking to, but I understand it's like I have to be consistent. So I could talk for like endlessly about this, but there's this thing, it's called saturation. And saturation is basically like when you keep showing up to the point to where like you may not know my name, but you know my face.
Right.
So that's how I win the game. It's like you don't have to be the best at something, you just got to be consistent at it. So people they get it, but they don't. And they think that like people are winning because there's like a favoritism thing, but it's really like that person is just consistent. Even if the shit is trash, they're consistent.
Because it's a lot of trash shit that's getting a lot of attention and buzz, but it's the consistency factor. And it's like, we hear that across the board from anybody who speaks with us. But you hit me. It was like, how you got a business but you don't make no money? Because I think when you're talking to people, like when I'm looking at these people and they're like, I want to do this, and I'm like, I know my numbers. So I'm knowing how much I need to make per month. But then also too, I cannot actively sell a service that I haven't seen my own results on. So if I'm trying to tell somebody, oh, you need to do videos, and they're like, well, you don't have enough, bitch, I drop a video at least 4 times a week. And my videos do numbers every week. Like I dropped a video on Instagram the other day, it has like 11,000 views. And it seems small, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like most people are not. What would you do if 10,000 people were saying here right now? I was just about to say that.
I would freak out.
I would literally freak out if that many people were just, that's a concert. You know what I'm saying?
But I have people that I know of that I have relationships with online that have like 400,000 views on a video of them put just lip gloss on in a car. And so again, it's like understanding who the customer is and why they need to see what it is you have to offer. But then also too, realizing that what you have to share is less about you and more about the person that needs the service. Because we sometimes like, well, I don't like the way my voice looks, or I don't like this. And I'm like, they don't know that. They don't care. They just, it's their first time seeing you. So you're introducing yourself to them for the first time.
Oh, these key points. Everything is always in divine timing. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been needing to hear this stuff too, and I just don't be trying to accept it.
You have what it takes without question. And I think this level of production, this level of like, because nobody's like with a gun to your head, like make these videos. And so I think doing it, sorry, my gut was out. I think doing it and just getting yourself to a place to where like you're happy with what you're creating. That's the thing to me, is like I'm not hyper fixated on things being perfect, but I always want to look at it and be like, okay, I am proud of that.
Making something that you're actually proud of.
That's not, and it's the other thing too is it's the shit boring. Nobody wants to hear that, but that's what I always ask myself. I'm like, look at the video again and ask yourself, is this shit boring? What is it about it? So sometimes it could be the way I speak, the way I use my hands, the way my hair looks like. It's just got to be that one little something that makes it pop.
It's got to be that something. Find your it factor, guys. Find your it factor.
But yeah, Mariah's my dog, and she's a very hard worker, and she's very organized.
We need to get her on the show.
Absolutely. Like,
I need to get her on the show. I'm about to reach out. I would love to have a conversation with her.
her and be like,
Please do. Hook it up for me. And whenever you say, because I want to go back to it, because I'm probably about to sign up for y'all's program.
Okay.
Whenever you say that you give each person an outline, is it like a certain thing that they need to be posting on a certain day, or?
So the outline is based off of your customer, the industry that you're in, and what I feel like is going to get you the exposure. So a lot of times it could just simply be how frequently can you post? How many ways can you chop up the video? What soundbite is going to get what? So it's just looking at it from that top view, and it's almost like you're hiring like a public relations company, because that's basically what it ends up being. It's like we can pinpoint all those things, and it's like, okay, do this, and then you push the button on it. I have one of my clients, and her videos were good, but it was this thing of like, she didn't realize how beautiful she was, and she kind of got comfortable. And the moment we put that glam on, the videos was like, every video was like 5,000, 10,000, 40,000. So sometimes it's those little things like, let's change this, and it'll make the video pop.
Oh my gosh, guys, I think I'm about to get a PR team.
It's the bomb.
It's so necessary, especially for people in like these types of settings and this type of industry, wherever people have to see you and whenever you're needing to promote that business. And I like how you put it. It's not always about what you look like. These people don't know who you are.
don't know. And
they see you for the first time.
We can be so hard on ourselves because we feel like, there's this video that on my page where I talk about like self-deprecation. And the thing of it is like, we feel like it's a rite of passage for connection or to make ourselves more palatable, to be like, well, I look like this. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck. You know it and you feel it because you see it, and you're gonna overanalyze yourself. But I feel like even for me, like where we're from, people who are like me do not exist at the level of comfort that I do. I'm a Black man, I'm gay, and I'm not super flamboyant, but I'm not afraid of that. And so for me, it's like I've always had to assert myself in a position where I don't answer respect, I demand it. And so I got past that part of being like nobody gives a fuck about it. The fact if you gay, bitch, you gonna do a good job or not?
Right, exactly. Can you do a good job or not? I don't care what else you got going on.
So once you get past that part, it's almost like it's there, but the volume on it gets smaller.
The volume, it's not echoing as loud in your head.
You know those cartoons where it shows like the little devil and the angel, and then the devil, you realize it's like a little gumdrop. Look that shit off.
Love anything.
Get off. I got stuff to do.
I love it. Anything else you want to talk about that you're working on?
So that right now, this was literally perfect in time because I wanted some like promotional role. So that, and then I'm just trying to get famous on the internet. Like,
Yes.
that's all I'm gonna do.
It's going to happen for you easily. You on TikTok and you got a great market. You've got a great following. It's going to happen. And I feel like, and I've said this before, Oklahoma right now is like a melting pot of talent. Everybody is doing something. So it's only a matter of time before it pops on the surface.
I agree. I think the only thing that's missing from our market is more collaboration. Like what you're doing is so powerful because it elevates you as an expert and you're giving people space to talk about what it is that they do. But then also too, you're overlapping those markets. So it gives me the opportunity to really be like, here's the video. I was on the show. They can share those clips because I'm about to share the shit out of this. They're going to think I was on Oprah by the time I get finished. Like,
And it's so funny that you say that because that's my goal.
she's
That's
that girl.
Oprah. She really is. I know Carisha said she wanted to be the Black Oprah, so maybe I'll just be the regular Oprah.
I
don't know.
screamed.
I was like, the Black one.
I said, there's only one and she's pretty pro-Black.
She's pretty Black.
Yeah, I think she mean maybe like the hood Oprah.
And
That's what
she should have said that.
She should have said the
She
hood
should have just
Oprah.
said that. And we would have took it the same. We really would have took it the same.
I may have to, let's cut that out because she may try to find this video.
Really?
Because
Find it.
Because hood Oprah really could be that thing.
Let's take it out so she don't take it.
She is. No, Carisha, we love you, sis. Yeah, hood Oprah is really.
Hood Oprah is that thing.
That's a thing.
And it's like, I want to be a little bit of Oprah with a little bit of this and a little bit of that because I feel like she has some serious moments and it can get a little serious on the way it talks. But generally, I don't have like preset questions for nobody aside from the topics. You know what I'm saying? I like to have general conversation. So I want it to be in the aspect of a true talk show like Oprah, but just not with the same structure.
You want a little bit more fun.
Yeah, a little bit of Ellen, a little mess like Wendy. Bless you.
So who are some of your favorites? Because I have a list of my favorite.
Listen, my favorite way.
Of your favorite like
I'm like,
hosts.
oh, okay. Well, Oprah, of course.
Okay.
We've got Ricky Lake.
Okay.
I really liked the Monique show.
I did too. It was so Monique, she creates a space that always feels like if your auntie was like this
Yes.
super well-known famous person. I love the show.
That episode that she had with Gucci Mane, and she was just telling him how she was like, take them glasses off, and he took his shades off. And I thought he looked a little bad, but she was like, honey, you look amazing. And she kept calling him by his first name, Roderick, and I'm like,
She's childish for that. One of my favorite interviews that will go
very
down.
childish.
It will go down in history. Is her calling Charlamagne the God Leonard.
Yes.
Like, I literally was undone. She was like I told Leonard, say their names or keep it on the playground.
That episode I wasn't like at work listening, like, oh my God, don't nobody talk to me right now. Be quiet, I'm listening.
Oh my God.
That episode was just,
I'm trying to think of my other something.
okay.
Who?
We did Monique. I like Wendy. She messy, but I like her. It was funny. It was captivating. I like Mari. It's a little off there, but I like Mari as a host. But he didn't really have a talk show, kind of.
He did, but then he didn't. He had more of like, I can't think of the name for that, but he definitely wasn't just talking. It was more
I'm going to take him off and put Montel Williams on there. Because I love the Montel show. I feel like I'm showing my age. But I like the Montel show.
Definitely was Ricky Lake, definitely Oprah. I really, really, really like, right now, I'm liking the Drew Barrymore show. I really like the Sherry Shepherd show, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, let me tune
It's
in.
just like Wendy Williams, the formatting is the same, except for they've extracted that like very, very harsh, messy aspect.
Yes.
But also too, Sherry Shepherd is a 10-year comedian. She's someone I like to watch when like I'm doing segments where I need to be a little bit like jovial and funny, because she knows how to bring you in without it feeling like abrasive.
That's so true. I love her approach. Even whenever I listen to her on different platforms, like she's always good on my ears. I like Sherry. Shout out to Sherry.
Yeah, she's good.
So we gonna be rubbing shoulders with these people.
Honey, it's a matter of time. Sometimes you look up and you're like, oh, sorry, Sherry.
Right.
Oops.
My bad, girl. How you doing?
Hey,
Good
girl.
episode the other day.
Yeah, she's good. I'm sorry.
Yes. Now I want to switch over to music.
Okay, well, I love
Who are your
music.
top 5 R&B artists?
Hold on. Because so anybody who knows me deeply, and my niece and my nephew are here right now. So our family is really, really big in music. Like my mom sings, my dad sings, all of us sing. So we grew up really deeply in church, but the thing of it is, when I was outside of church, I really, really liked other types of music. So I'm a really big Brandy fan.
We love Brandy.
I'm also this other, her name is LaShard Love. She's done like a lot of background stuff, but she's really good about like the runs and the licks. She's good at that. Let me see, let me go to my playlist, y'all, because I'm telling you.
We love the music talk on the Wave Talk.
It's bad because I listen to music. So there's this girl, she's white, but she sings kind of like neo soul music. The group is called Starfruit.
I heard of them. I saw them on TikTok. Oh my God. I just saw them. That's the way the algorithm works. That's the way the algorithm works. Girl, I'm all over the place. I like everything.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
If you like R&B, like real R&B, Kenyon Dixon is his name.
Kenyon Dixon.
He used to sing background for Kirk Franklin. He sang background for Justin Timberlake. Anybody that you like, he sang background for.
Okay.
Tank.
I was just about to say how Tank started out.
He's one of those.
I like somebody who can play the background role for a little bit, because even Kelly Price sang background for Mariah Carey.
The thing that people don't realize when it comes to background singing is you are more important than the actual singer. You have to be a really skilled singer because you're ebbing and flowing. So you're going from holding the backgrounds down to almost sometimes, like if you watch concerts, they're singing the singer's part.
I was just about to say that.
Background singers have to be way stronger than I
They
think
do.
sometimes we think that it's not just oops and ahs.
It ain't, honey. You got to come with that power. Just like a dude on Alicia Keys, where he was, whoa.
I'll sing her.
Rent was due, and it got paid.
I would have been embarrassed. I think that was.
We would have to do another take.
Did she do an album after that?
It took her a minute.
Because he ate her up. Imagine getting eaten up that bad. You literally were in crumbs, being swept up.
We better be careful before Swiss Beats hears this. He don't like when people talk about that.
Why? Your wife got ate up, Swiss Beats. It's okay.
And it's okay. We all get ate up from time to time.
I mean, I've been chewed on a few times.
And look at us, alive and well on the couch.
No scratch or two. I can't say music without saying Jasmine Sullivan and
Yes.
Beyonce.
Yes.
I can't say.
Are you going to the tour? Are you catching the show?
I'm embarrassed to say, as an LGBT vice president, chair for the Oklahoma City region, I will not be.
Oh.
I'm distraught. I will not be seeing Beyonce.
Okay.
But who needs to see it when they showing all the goddamn clips on Instagram and TikTok?
They already doing it?
Girl, I done seen the whole concert. We was watching the concert in the car.
Goodness, I can't believe they already doing that.
I'm trying to find me a husband that will just take us to go see Beyonce. I got time because the concert don't start until, it don't stop until September, so I got time.
And I was gonna try and catch a show.
We was gonna go.
And I'm still probably gonna go, but I don't even want to say it on here just in case I try and go get my ticket.
Ooh.
It's a Monday in August.
I'm gonna text it to you. Wow.
That's the cheapest place for the tickets are.
Check
Don't
it
tell me
out.
170.
Oh, girl, you got somebody you go with you?
You got mic'd up.
You can cut. We are whispering right to the mic.
Right into the mic.
You got somebody going with you?
I'm still waiting on people. We
Don't
didn't
play
get the
with it,
tickets
baby.
yet. I'm so serious.
When is it?
It's only up. It's not even that far from here.
But what's the date?
It's like
though?
it's 20th, August 20th.
Oh, we're going August 20th. We'll be in contact because I'm good. I need to see Beyonce.
When is it?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Oh, here?
No.
No.
And I'll tell you the name of the car. No, we can't say it.
And then I'm supposed to also be seeing Drake, which I know for a fact I will.
I have this theory about Drake. Okay,
You got a story about Drake?
I have this theory about him. And
theory.
people do not like when I say this, but I have to say this in public because this is my time to shine. I do not think that I like him a lot. I just think that he's like a computer-generated like person.
Oh, God, what?
AI. Drake is AI.
Well, no, because I think that
I'm gonna
like
hear the hot take. I'm gonna hear it.
no, I like him a lot. I think he's incredibly talented, but I feel like he's a person that has acquired a lot of skills, and people oftentimes forget that like when you acquire those skills, that's not that person's personality. I think that people automatically associate like his personality with his talent. I definitely do think.
They do that.
I think he's absolutely incredibly talented. It's not a question, but he is very similar to how most rappers and guys are, is because you have to have a certain level of intellect
I
in order to
agree.
keep up with that. And so it's no discredit to him. And all because most people can't make it because they want to be too hood.
That's
He's
right.
smart enough to be like, I can flip back and forth. That's why I like him. But he is not. He reminds me of one of those mixed dudes that used to go to like an Edmond school, but then he started going to Langston, and he's like, okay, this is how this works.
It's alright.
But I still love him though.
I mean, because that wasn't even negative. That wasn't even negative.
No.
He does code switch. I can.
Description.
It is because he got one part of him is from Memphis and the other part is from Canada.
Wow.
Santa Fe and Langston. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's, I'm not upset about it.
Mastered
But I
everything.
mean,
He
a lot of
has.
them
Mastered how to
mastered
code
the code
switch.
switch.
He mastered it.
But it's deeper than code switch with Drake. It's like you said. He mastered how
It's
to
a talent.
his- He got a real personality to his character.
Yes, he
Everybody's
does. It's a
don't have
character.
personality. It's a character.
Exactly.
His character, you brought it to life. It's a whole other.
Because Drake is a
his own
character,
person.
right?
Aubrey is
Exactly.
Drake is his own person. He
What-
stands alone now. It's
What
like,
people, I
it's like
think,
when Stephon left Steve Irwin.
true.
Drake is his own man.
I think what people don't get, and this is the biggest thing that I try to get people to understand, is like he was an actor.
I try to tell. I tell people that he's an actor. Of course, he's supposed to be able to do that. He's still acting, and that's so important to be able to do, though. They make it so negative.
Great of an actor he was. Seeing him in the grassy, we didn't know how good of an actor he was. But now, 15 years later, look at Drake. He's arguably a better actor than anything else.
If you ask me, because when he came out with one of those albums, and he was like, I think it was when he kept saying 60 whole album, and I was like, did he go to Jamaica for a summer?
No, Canada, Toronto is the sixth.
Well, no, if he, but
But he can.
it was like this
Oh,
over the sounding,
the
the
accent.
sounding overlapped, and I was like, is this?
It was, yes,
I liked
it was
it.
a Views album.
I
It was a
liked it.
Views album. That's when he started to give us that wine.
I was at the gym and I was turning it up to the album. I was at the gym,
You know what I'm
and the
saying?
one with him and Future, one of my favorite albums.
That was such, what a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. I love me some Drake. If you can't tell, this is my ring finger with the Drake out. I am one of those fans.
I love that for you.
And I'm going to meet him. You know, he told me he loved me already at a concert.
You know he was here, and one of them.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. One of my friends, she's a makeup artist, and she met him, and she said they hugged. She has a
You talking
picture.
about Naja?
It's on her Instagram.
Yeah, and it was on TikTok. And it went viral. Yeah, I saw it. And the way that she held that man, oh,
In her bosom of love.
I'm about to throw the card.
She made me wish I had titties. I was like,
I can't
damn.
even talk right now. I was so flustered when I saw that.
It do hurt though.
It hurt bad because I had like the inside scoop. People were hitting me up while I was at work, and they was like, "This is not a motherfucking drill. Drake is here." And I was like, "Y'all are just
You
playing with me
guys,
'cause
shut
y'all-
up. I'm at work. And then
Y'all
you didn't
know
realize.
how I am."
Clocked out on the clock. What?
So I did. I did leave work because I knew that he was in the city and I was on a hunt to find him. I didn't find him.
God,
We're not going to talk about that anymore. We're not going to talk about that anymore. But was there anything else that you wanted to let the people know about as far as you on your journey? Anything that we need to be looking forward to? And how can they get in contact with you?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok under MikeyMakeup. Book your appointments early because I do be booked. I'm not these other girls. I don't try to pretend to be getting this money. I'm really getting it. I look like I get money. Quit playing with me.
In real life.
I'm trying to think about what else is happening. Bomb, exciting stuff. Doing stuff like this. More interviews. And Mariah's going to be here, so get ready for her to come.
She is. I cannot wait. And it's so crazy. I'm such a girl's girl. I've only had one female on out of 13 episodes. So I really need Mariah. Yes. Go back and look.
How many more episodes?
Nothing but
We
niggas.
did way more on season 1. Didn't we?
Females, yeah, we did. We had KO, we had Renisha, we had Serafina.
You let me know because I got a host of, I got 3 women on the top of my brain that I know you need to interview.
I reached out, we ain't gonna talk about it, but yeah, I'm trying to get them on. I got a few people who I have in my head who I really feel like we need to have a conversation. They gotta be on by the end of June because that's when season 2 ends.
Yeah, I got you
I'm
some.
about to cram them in.
Mariah's gonna be number 1. Then I got another girl who owns a boutique. Do you want like a hairstylist person? Or do you
I
want
want to talk to them all. We talk to everybody from carpenters to chefs to hairstylists to strippers. If you're a stripper, hit me up. I'm trying to get you on this.
That would be fun to have her come twerk.
I would love that.
That would be really fun.
I would love that. And I feel like we should come back or do like another segment to where you teaching people how to do like a basic beat.
We should just do your makeup on the videos.
We don't have to do
And you
mine.
can use that for one of your videos.
We don't have to do mine, but we could do somebody's.
I think we should do yours. And it could be, we could do like an Alicia Keys application on you because that's what you wanted anyway.
I would like that. Just something simple. I really just want like spot correction. That's it. Because I feel like don't look at my eyebrows now. Because I'm woofing them out for this cruise.
Speaking of woofing, put this bangs.
Your hair looks amazing, by the way.
It's the woofing process. The longer you let it grow, the better it's gonna lay. Let the hair grow.
So if you see me out in public and I look a little crazy, I'm just woofing them out. Don't worry about it. They'll get threaded.
Yeah.
In due time.
They should probably judge their mom and not judge your eyebrows.
Judge your mama.
Judge your mama.
I want to say something.
Okay.
This is so off the record, but some dude was talking to me, and he was like, "You pissed me off. I want to do such and such," and I was like, "You should be more mad at your mama for having a son." But you acting like a bitch. Like, she really had a bitch, but called you a son. Like, you should be mad at that. You more mad at me. Be mad at your mom.
I do be saying these niggas is really bitches.
She gave birth to a bitch, but proceeded to call it a son.
I say some of y'all are in relationships.
It's giving sass.
Some of the ladies out there.
And I love a good sass.
This is a PSA for some of the ladies. You're actually in an LGBTQIA relationship and you don't know it because your boyfriend's a bitch. So if you wanted a girlfriend, you probably should get you a stud. But that's just me.
It'd probably be like the same amount of dick too.
Yeah.
Baby providing Gucci.
And that's why I said it'd be the same amount. None.
Yeah.
Hey
man, and that's what we gonna end
We
this.
talked about this in the car. Don't get us started because it could get bad. It could get bad.
Give me no Gucci.
Keep it to yourself. Keep it in your pants. Don't disrespect me like that.
Megan did say if it's not slapping, it never happened.
If it's not slapping, it never happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't attest to that because I really can count them on my hand. But if it were to happen, I promise you, it didn't happen.
Yeah. And I'll be having that, what's that amnesia when you just forget stuff?
That happened?
I've had somebody ask me about the nigga. I'll be like, I don't know who that even is. Who?
You gotta do the Kiki Palmer.
Baby.
I've never seen that man. Sorry to him.
Sorry to you, that is me.
I'm sorry to him, honestly.
I'm bad about that. Who? And they'll show me a picture. I'll be like, I just will lie. But never seen him.
I wish somebody would. I used to fuck. No, you didn't.
But here's my thing is, I was saying this earlier, bitches really got to go back through the dirty files and pull something out from 97 to still have something on you. If you got to go that deep in your Rolodex, sweetheart, wrap it up.
Baby, that was from the last millennium.
Yeah. We used to talk. I got pictures.
That was from 1900s.
The time sample say like 2014. You don't even know who I am anymore.
You don't even know who I am. Even if you got a picture with me from last year, I'm still not the same gal.
Because sometimes I switch up during the week, depending on what I might download.
Like, as soon as we got done, I was like, no longer that girl no more.
Bitch, this.
No, bitch, who's this?
I feel it.
Men out there, stay safe. And before I came on the episode today, I was like, generally, I come with a message to where it's like, men can kiss my ass, but I know they want to, but they really can't. But it's like, I'm a man hater.
My God,
I'm not
me too.
I'm not trying not to be.
God, sometimes
I try not to be. And
I
I
do.
told myself, and I was like, you're not gonna come on this episode and bash a nigga. But
they deserve all the hate.
and they're gonna continue to get it.
They deserve all the hate. I'm with it.
Y'all gonna continue to get it. Okay, I don't know. I can't help it. It's just
I'm giving it to your mom.
Yeah. I'm actually going to send her a letter on Mother's Day and say, because I know he didn't get you shit.
Okay, bitch, mate.
right. I know he didn't get you nothing. He wasn't thoughtful at all.
Here's some flowers and a hot dog.
And a weenie.
And a weenie for your weenie ass son.
Get them dollar roses for the
The plastic ones.
I
And a-
can't stand it.
In a jar with those little beads.
What's the
on it.
worst lie a man ever told you? We're gonna keep it going. What's the worst lie a man ever told you?
I don't. Okay, so
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I'm really different when it comes to me because I think how I present, because I present a little bit like softer, my tolerance for shit is like zero. You can't even like, and see my older sister, her mom is very like anti everything. So growing up around her, I'm the worst. And I had my daddy growing up. See, niggas get it confused when you tell them that you like niggas say think you didn't have your daddy growing up.
Right.
My daddy was never letting me get disrespected. Never. So I don't even know what it feel like. You was never finna talk to me at the side of your neck in front of my daddy.
Never.
That was maybe the difference between us and others. Because it's like, they be expecting us to be weekends up. Bitch, bye.
Right. Next.
Never folding. So a nigga,
Okay.
a nigga could never tell me a lie because you're not gonna be in my face long enough to have a conversation with me that I'm not interested in having. So I'm never gonna be confused about what this is. I'm never gonna be. It's just none of that.
I'm learning. I be letting niggas do just silly things.
Sometimes it's fun,
It do be. It's a little entertainment.
but then I'll be like, I could
Sometimes I
be.
get bored with you.
Yeah,
Until you cross the line, like,
And
okay,
you're a
now you're going
Scorpio?
too far. I am a Scorpio.
I'm an Aries. So my thing is, I get bored. Like I can get bored in the moment. Talking to
Nick.
somebody, I'll be like.
Conversation.
I don't like that. I don't like it. But I also feel like too that like with men, the hardest part that some people don't get is a lot of the things that you feel like are like real interactions are like repetitive processes for them. So listen, with men, a lot of times they will adopt something and they will keep it going until somebody believes it.
And then when you're done with you, one thing is when you learn how to recognize a narcissist and a person who actually is just a liar.
Yeah.
It's like your first 3 sentences, man, you didn't lie.
Yeah.
I had a dude who was lying just for no reason. I'm like, you didn't even have to lie about that.
Yeah.
He told a lie talking about, my sister don't wear weave. She cut her own hair off and used it for micros. Shit that you didn't even have to bring up. You know, you
Attaching it to.
With people like that, you got to get them. Let me tell you what you do. Get their information and sign them up for stuff.
I've been seeing
You
what
have to do that when they do stuff like that. I'm
Sign that
about.
nigga up for the draft.
I'm gonna start just calling the police on them and just sending them to their house. Like, stop lying to me. I'm gonna do all kind of stuff, telling people your house is on fire, send the fucking fire department. Like, stop playing with me. I'm gonna call your job and get you fired.
I'm about
But-
to call your job and get you
You
fired.
feel like
Straight up.
for lying to me for no reason, I'm gonna make.
Unprovoked.
You're gonna have the worst week of your life fucking with me.
Unprovoked. And it's like, what did I do to deserve that? I've been taking it personal.
It's irritating. That's probably why you take it personal.
I had a friend that literally would post like pictures of people that she used to mess with and make it seem like it was an obituary. So I real things.
Oh,
I like
she wasn't playing.
She like, it's lost. It's lost. He dead.
I like that though.
Oh my girl, he live, but he did to you, huh?
I'm trying to think what I would do. Yeah, I would sign them up for stuff. Call the ambulance to their house. Call the fire department. Call the
So
police.
funny to me.
Just
I'm really
little
about
stuff.
to do stuff. That shit's funny. That's like ultimate level petty. Because it don't cost nobody nothing.
To be
But
good.
if you inconvenience me, I'm about to inconvenience you
Yeah.
real bad.
Make it worth it.
I'm finna order 30 pizzas and send them to your house.
Hello, that's how you do it. Order, like, find a catering company and like put it underneath their information. There you go. When you get them that 60 meatball platter sent to your house, but I never ordered this.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It says so right here.
Or just try to apply for insurance or something. Call them like, oh, here's my direct number. Call me whenever.
Oh my God, set them up for like a whole bunch of appointments. Oh my
Now
God.
that one.
That's perfect. That is perfect.
I'm learning because I went through a situation and I've been wanting to be so vindictive for no reason, just because you know it's the ego.
It could be fun.
It could be, and the summer's.
It's almost here.
Okay, now we're gonna stop it. We're gonna stop the episode because I know he be tripping with editing. But
Cut
thank
this
you.
part out. We petty.
Right, we're not gonna say this. This is gonna be like on a the Wave Talk after.
Oh.
After. But yes, thank you again.
You're so welcome. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And I
for
was
sitting on the
real
couch with
nervous.
me.
I was just about to say that I was nervous about sitting on the couch with you, but you did make me feel comfortable.
I told you I'm the bomb.
I know.
So
But yeah,
they're gonna be mad.
they're going to be real mad because I'm not doing this again. If I do, it's going to be in a sectional. But everybody, make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back for that closing statement. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Welcome back. I want to give a huge thank you to our guest today, Mikey. He really came through and gave a word. I hope y'all were listening because we talked about a lot of stuff and we meant everything that we said, especially the part about the men towards the end. We meant it. If you missed it, go back, rewind it, and take a few notes. Pivotal information. But as I do on every episode, I like to leave everybody with a little quote. You already know where I got it from. If you can guess, just put it in the comments. You're not going to win anything, but it's still cool to see if y'all be paying attention. The quote says, "Any lesson you refuse to learn will repeat itself until you learn it." That is such a word, y'all. It's like we keep living through the definition of insanity, continuing to do like the same thing but expecting something different, and it's just not going to happen. If you're in a situation and you find yourself, you keep getting hurt or you're not getting anywhere, it's too much struggle and resistance, like we said earlier, you're going to have to switch gears. You know what I'm saying? Get into something to where you know you are working. But otherwise, it's going to keep repeating itself and it's going to hurt you each and every time. But yeah, that's the little quote for today. I want to give a huge shout out to the home team, New Wave or No Wave. I want to give a huge shout out to Life Media 405 for my production. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at The Wave Talk Official. And we'll see you next time on The Wave Talk. Bye.